If you clicked on this video, you're probably thinking about moving to Colorado Springs and you're curious, is Colorado Springs going to be a good fit for you and your family, or should you choose somewhere else? So be sure to stay tuned for the entire video because we're going to give you our insights on the Colorado Springs area. Welcome back to the show. Crystal is back and she is still recovering. She missed you guys. I hope you dropped her some love in the comments. But she's back, and to all the new viewers, welcome. I'm Sean, this is Crystal. We're your local Colorado Springs experts. So if you're thinking about moving to the area, you are in the right place. So is Colorado Springs the right place for them?
I don't know. Let's dive into it a little bit.
Do you like 4 seasons? That's my first question, because if you do, you're going to love Colorado Springs.
Yes. And when we say 4 seasons, we may be saying like 4 seasons all in one day, you guys. But it is so beautiful. One of my favorite things about Colorado and Colorado Springs is that we do truly have 4 seasons. Our winter is winter. You guys, we have snow, so you will need a 4-wheel drive car. We are prepared for snow, right? So that's not bad. But if you're not used to driving in the snow or having to even like deal with what snow looks like or feels like or what that equals, it's going to be an adjustment for sure. So you have to be prepared, and you also have to, you kind of have to want that. Like, it's cold and there's snow on the ground. So
I think that that's a big thing that we have a lot of viewers reaching out to us about too, or viewers that come to the Colorado Springs area to visit, because we always highly encourage that before you buy a house there, because then you're stuck for a while. But the viewers that we speak to that come to the Colorado Springs area, they're like, oh my goodness, this is so much more beautiful than X, Y, and Z, all the places that they come from, right? And to have the nature so close by, to have the mountain views every single day, the sunrises, the sunsets, all of the things that when you're a native and you're there for your entire lives like we are, we almost take for granted sometimes. To have all that and to hear the viewers say, oh my God, this is so much better than wherever they're coming from, is a pretty cool thing to see.
And I will say, like, it does not, we are born and raised there. And you guys, every single day when we wake up and we drive to go show clients, to be able to look at the mountains, it is still like an aha moment. And the closer that you get to the mountains, depending on like kind of location wise, Fountain, we just helped a client mountains were literally right here, you guys, right out the front door. Or you go kind of like further to where you have like the mountains, right? To where it's like the skiing and the snowboarding and stuff like that. Like, we don't have that in Colorado.
We got mountains, but you should get mountains.
You know what I'm saying, you guys. But it truly is. It doesn't get old. It's every single day. It's just like, wow, we live here. It's pretty cool.
Well, and one of the more common things that, again, we hear from the viewers, which is, it's funny because as natives, we don't even think twice about it. Do not panic about the winter seasons. Yeah. First of all, we're recording this in November and we have yet to have any snow in Colorado Springs.
Knock on wood, you guys. It's because we're about ready to get.
I was gonna say it's coming next week, so it is what it is. But we haven't had any snow. But guess what? Even when it does snow, they have the roads treated the night before. They have the roads treated in the morning at 2, 3, 4 o'clock when it is still snowing. And in Colorado Springs, it's gonna snow. If it stays in the 30s, you're gonna get a pretty heavy, compact snow. But usually what happens is it goes from 30 degrees and snow to 60 just a few hours later. And between the road treatment and the heat and how close we are to the sun and the fact that we have sun 300 days out of the year, the snow on the main roads is gone. It doesn't get super icy very often. So going to work when it snows or when it freezes is a very common thing. School being on schedule is a very common thing.
Same.
I know a lot of people that are coming from other climates where it's not common to snow and then when it does, it shuts down the town for however long. I understand where you're coming from, but we are so much more prepared than those climates. So do not panic about the snow. Still come visit, see if it's your vibe, see if you enjoy it. But we are very prepared in the Colorado Springs area to treat all of those factors.
Well, and so we just kind of went on and on about winter because it's literally coming, you guys.
It's here.
One of my all-time favorite seasons is going to be spring and summer because they are naturally absolutely stunning to where you will get that cool, brisk, like wind and kind of temperatures, but it's beautiful. The leaves start to change, the flowers start to come up. Your mountaintop, you can see very, very clear, but there's snow on the top of the mountain.
Which lasts until like June.
Yeah. Yeah. Our spring is stunning. And then summer, I just feel like goes by really fast.
It does.
We're not super humid. We're a very dry state, which is very, very different. So your skin is going to be dry. So you will need chapstick.
Bring your lotion.
You'll need lotion.
Sunscreen. We're close to the sun.
100%.
Crazy. Our elevation is high.
But we don't get like 110 temperatures, 105 temperatures. We kind of coast at like, what, 80?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, will it hit the 90s in July or August?
But it's like very...
Yeah, we get very few 100-degree days. I would say less than one hand of 100-degree days. I mean, we're in November, and it was a high of like 68 degrees in Colorado Springs.
Stunning.
Which is crazy, just crazy. Even when it gets into, you name it, December, it's still possible that it's going to be in the 50s. It's cool to be able to see all 4 of the seasons, like Crystal said, but still not like, it's not Antarctica. We're not dying. It's not so cold all the time.
So if you like 4 seasons, if you genuinely enjoy a summer, a fall, a spring, and a winter, then Colorado should be your next home.
Mountain views, water views.
Beautiful sunsets, Bronco sunsets, blue and orange.
Yep.
Go Broncos.
Yep. Go Broncos. All right, now we got to break your hearts a little bit. Obviously, we're in the real estate world. We got to talk houses. You're probably watching this because you want to move to the Colorado Springs area. You're deciding, should I buy? Should I rent? What's the cost of living? Et cetera, et cetera. And we have to break your hearts a little bit about cost of living because unfortunately, over the past several years,
it has went up, you guys.
It's gone up.
I mean, it's crazy since we've been in real estate. When I got into real estate, I think our average price point was in the 3s, and now it's almost at $500,000, which is absolutely crazy. And even just like gas or milk or activities, the cost of living here in Colorado Springs is, I would say we are a little bit higher than what like the average nationwide cost of living would be.
On top of that, it really depends on where you're coming from.
Yep.
Because if you're coming from California or New York or Massachusetts or any of those states, like you're gonna go, wow, Colorado Springs is super affordable. But there's a lot to affordability, and it depends on, again, what you're looking at, because another thing that can change so much is going to be like property taxes and things like that. So if you have questions about housing specific expenses, HOAs, all these other things, be sure to call us, text us, whatever, 719-238-1771. We got you covered. We'd love to chat with you guys about that stuff. But it does really depend on where you're coming from. From our perspective, because we're natives, we've seen the cost of, I remember when it was $200,000 to buy a house in Colorado Springs and you were balling out of control. $200,000 doesn't get you a townhome really much these days.
Nope.
So
a condo.
It just
you for sale if you like.
Yeah, you need it, we got it. But it really just does depend where you're coming from, what you're looking for, what your average price point is. But we have seen it go up. It is a little bit higher than the national average. But if you're coming from one of those states or several others that are out there that are above us, then Colorado Springs is a hidden gem potentially. So keep that in mind for sure.
Yeah. As you guys know, we talk a lot about it in a lot of our videos. We are very, very high military here in Colorado Springs. We have Army, right? We have Fort Carson. We have Space Force and Air Force. And on top of all of that, we have a ton of people from all service areas that like to retire here in Colorado Springs. Why? Because it's freaking amazing. But if you're thinking about calling Colorado Springs home, and if you're not military, right? Because if you're military, you don't have a choice if they say you're coming here. But if you're not military, you do need to kind of be aware that we are very high military. So what does that kind of really mean for you? It means that you are protected by a ton of service members, and the amazing opportunities that kind of come with that is huge.
Yeah, it's interesting because, again, we both have kind of grown up around it our entire lives, but it's very interesting to see how the culture interacts with military members. Like, you do feel a part of a very small town.
Yeah.
And whether it's the service members or just the people in the community, you are going to feel connected, and you're always going to feel like there's a little bit more of a purpose, especially if you are someone who's served that's maybe in an area right now, say you're out of the military and you're in an area that's not super high in the military. When you come here, you're going to feel extremely connected to the community because there's people that are active, there's people that are retired, there's veterans, like you name it. I mean, you can't go 3 or 4 houses down without figuring out that somebody is either serving or has served in the military. So it's a pretty cool, unique feature to Colorado Springs.
Now, with that said, though, especially for the families that are coming here that are not military, right? Your kids are probably going to become best friends with a kid who is in the military, or their parents are in the military. And that means that they're going to be leaving
break your heart
every 2 to 3 years. And it's crazy because a lot of people that are not from necessarily a military town don't really kind of understand that. And it is hard. It's hard to, even as an adult, right? We have a ton of military friends and they're here, you get really close with them, and then 3 years later, they have a new duty station.
Right.
Now, the good thing as adults, right, we can continue that relationship, but as kids, it is something that you have to kind of be prepared for, that you're going to kind of go through transitions with the kiddos of that their best friend this year is going to be completely different than in 2 or 3 years. So just kind of keep that in mind.
Yep. Be prepared to break your little kids' hearts. It sucks, but it's part of the community.
It is. And it's an amazing community because aside, I mean, really that's probably like the only thing that's really,
that's really the bad side of it.
Yeah.
Your friends are going to leave you, and unfortunately, there's nothing that you can do about it.
No, but other than that, it's an amazing community.
Agreed. All right, the last thing that we wanted to touch on today is a little bit about the Colorado Springs lifestyle. And that can go a lot of different ways, but what's pretty unique about Colorado Springs is the fact that even if you have, we'll talk about the kiddos in schools, right? Just because you live in one community, doesn't matter which community, doesn't mean that you can't have a friend that lives 15, 20 minutes away. And that is one thing that's pretty cool about Colorado Springs too, is it used to be everything was 15 to 20. Now we say anywhere between like 20 and 25 minutes because the city has just expanded so much. But you can get anywhere in Colorado Springs in really like 20 to 25 minutes. The commute, in my opinion, and traffic, in my opinion, based on other places that I've been, is, I would say, relatively easy.
It's pretty limited. Like, there's not a ton of...
Yeah, you got 2 or 3 roads that go north and south that are major roads. You got, well, we'll say 3 or 4 roads. 3 or 4 roads that go north and south. You got 3 or 4 roads that go east and west. Like, it is very easy to commute through the Colorado Springs area, and then you get into your little subdivisions of neighborhoods, and then you have your little pockets of shopping. So it is very much a small little community and a big little world. Our population is like 500,000 now, but I can't go to the grocery store or to a restaurant or really anywhere without running into somebody that I know from somewhere in town. It is pretty ridiculous.
But like, with that said, I think the really cool thing about Colorado Springs is that it is a big city. I mean, we're getting big, you guys, but it is very much still a small town feel. And, you know, like Sean said, where he can go anywhere, you guys. We were even in Mexico one time, and we met someone at the airport that we knew.
Shout out, Benny, I saw you.
This man, you guys. So if you see him and, you know, anywhere, say hi to him. You'll see him way over, you'll see me. But anyway, it is. And kind of the perks with that too is it feels like a community. It feels like a second family. We have a ton of small business owners. We have a ton of small business restaurants. And that, it feels really freaking good, you guys, to be able to go support someone that you know is in your community. They're literally doing anything and everything possible to help your community and help their lives, right? And so like that small town feel is very, very local, hyper, and it's like a second family. That's how I think of it. Like, all of the places that we go, I feel like they're our second family. And you can't get that in a lot of places.
Now, this isn't just all fluff, because I'm going to tell you what sucks about Colorado Springs and the lifestyle. We have way too many chain restaurants.
We do.
That's a fact. You want to go to Chili's or Texas Roadhouse or Red Robin, we got one. They're everywhere. McDonald's, you name the fast food restaurants, they're all over the town. There's way too many. But when you find the mom and pop shops, they're so fantastic. So especially, I would say west side and downtown, super dominant with mom and pop shops, local places. That is like, you can't go 2 or 3 blocks without running into a place like that. They're in other areas of Colorado Springs as well. I would just say that the west side kind of dominates. Like the downtown Colorado Springs area has a ton of them. Now, obviously, we mentioned some of our favorite local places before. We can go down that list, but all I need to say about that is that when you find the local spots, that's where you feel it's not transactional based at that point. You go there and you know that your bartender is going to be Travis, or it's going to be Susie, or it's going to be Jeannie, or whoever it is, right? Like, you know who they are, and they're going to treat you super good. Your food's always going to be delicious. And in the 1 out of 10 times that for whatever reason it's overcooked, your chauffeur's going to bring it over and go, that's overcooked. Let me take it back to the kitchen real quick and we're going to take care of it for you. Like, that is where you really thrive in the Colorado Springs area. So if you're looking for the local spots, shoot us a text, give us a call, 719-238-1771. We're happy to point you in the right direction, because the local chains, just like I'm sure wherever you're watching this from, they are what they are. You go there when you have to, but it's not because you want to.
Right. Well, and I think too, like, there's a ton of growth, you guys, which is good for you. When you purchase a house with us, it's going to continue to grow in equity, right? But with that said, there's more jobs available. There's more corporations coming. There's more restaurants. And we are finally starting to see, you know, probably like once every, 6 months, maybe, do we get like a really good, authentic restaurant that like pops up, right? Because we don't have a ton of those, you guys. Like, our food selection in Colorado Springs is not like growing. It's not the best. It's not like, let me rave about it. We rave about certain places because
for sure
they're really, really good. The people that do it and do it well, do it really, really well. But aside from that, like, our selection isn't huge. And so I do love the growth that comes with living in Colorado Springs and all the different places that we continue to get.
So, are you on the fence about Colorado Springs, or are you jumping in with both feet? Let us know in the comments below. What do you need to know about Colorado Springs? What did you learn about Colorado Springs? And we're always curious where you guys are from. If you have any questions about the area, you know how to get in touch with us. Crystal and I are your local go-to experts when it comes to everything Colorado Springs related. If you haven't subscribed to the channel by now, if you're this far in, you better subscribe, because we drop new videos every single week. So as always, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the next video.